Y'all, eBay was doing so good for me this weekend that I didn't even notice that I only made like 3 sales on the weekend on Poshmark. And this is actually depicting exactly how I feel. I'm not feeling very worky today. Welcome back to another vlog. This vlog is actually going to be a reseller vlog, so if you are not interested in the reseller content, exit stage left. I am done pulling orders and I have changed my shirt because my son decided to throw up on me. So yeah, I'll show you guys what sold that I already didn't package. So I already packaged orders on Friday and then Saturday, but what I sold yesterday I didn't package, so I'll show you guys what sold. I got 2 Depop sales, which is crazy. It's this vintage 90s American Eagle blazer that sold on Depop, and then these cute little shorts sold on Depop, Gymshark. And then eBay, I sold this vintage chocolate brown sweater, this Life is Good little tote, and this pair of Judy Blue jeans that I just hauled. That was eBay. And then on Mercari, I sold this Harley Davidson like baby tee, and then these RBX, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, RBX capris. Actually got these from the bins for myself, and I didn't like the fit, so I resold them, and they actually sold really quick because I actually just listed them like 2 days ago. And that is 100% the beauty of being a reseller, is that if you get something from the bins that you don't like, you can always resell it and it works out. So we love that. And then the last thing to sell on Poshmark was this one item, and it was this Lulu's dress. I have a sneaking suspicion that something is going wrong with my PosherVA. So when I initially had my PosherVA set up, it was sharing a lot. So I started noticing like around 12, it'll tell me like, oh, try to share in 2 more hours, 2 to 3 hours, because you know, you've already shared too much. So then I'm like, what the hell? So then I'll just leave it alone and it'll share later on. And I noticed that it did that again, like around 2 or 3. So that was great. So then I was just kind of like, okay, that's so strange. So I went in, everything that I scheduled on PosherVA, I went on and, what the fuck is this? Oh, I went on and changed it because I wanted to, you know, fix that, because I'm like, I wonder, is that the reason why I'm barely making any sales, you know, on Poshmark? And Poshmark is my main platform, if you guys didn't know. I make literally like 70% of my sales now on Poshmark. So it's a bit strange. So I went on and changed it, but now it's sharing a lot less. Now I do have a lot more listings, so it's like, that's the part that I'm a bit nervous about, because I'm just kind of like, what the hell is going on? And I'm used to averaging at the very least about 4 to 5 sales a day on Poshmark, and it's barely not even getting that. So that's something to think about. But now I need to go ahead and print out all of my shipping labels. I do have a Rollo printer, and I'm gonna tell y'all that is probably the best decision I've ever made in my life, was asking for that for Christmas. My boyfriend actually got it for me, and I am obsessed. And it's so convenient. I just learned how to do Mercari shipping label to work with my Rollo. So now I don't have to use my printer at all. The only problem with that is I just bought these shipping labels where I can put my printer paper inside, specifically for Mercari. So that's a bit upsetting, because I just, you know, wasted $10, but shit happens, it's okay. So if you guys aren't familiar with how to do the label for Mercari, if you have a Apple laptop or a desktop like myself, all you gotta do is view the label, screenshot it, and then you'll just go and rotate it. And then once you rotate it, you just have to change the dimensions when it comes to the printer part, and then voila, it works out perfectly. So now I'm gonna be working on my Depop labels, and like I said, I do a flat fee of $6 to ship on Depop. It works out perfectly for people that are shipping under that amount, but it doesn't work out if they're shipping over that amount for me. It's actually not that bad. It's only $8.79. And this is actually priority, which is great. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy the label. And this one, when you use pirateship, it actually prints out for the 4x6, which works out perfectly. So I like to also use these free labels that I got from USPS. I put these on all of my priority packages. Typically, it's only for my Poshmark ones, but since this is a priority one, I just like to let it be identified as priority. So I put it on there as well. So we have that one done. So I'm done with the packaging. I actually invested in a good old Hulking bag, and honestly I really wish I would have got a larger size one because my packages can't fit most of the time, like today. So I am done with my shipping. I always check myself out just because it's super convenient for me, and then also I don't hold other people up with having the clerk scan my packages in. I've only had one issue, well, 2 times since I've been a reseller where my package didn't get scanned, and I think it made it to the buyers. They just were canceled orders, so they couldn't really say anything. I felt so unlucky because the train came as soon as I pulled up. But this is the bins. You already know this is my favorite place to be. I find so much great things, so many newbie brands here, and it is such a great cost of goods because everything is so cheap. And I love it. I typically end up with a full cart at the end of my day, but I don't really take everything home. I like to vet everything, but I do end up leaving with about 47 pieces this trip. So I was really excited about it. This lady was moving and grooving right next to me. But this was a funny No Boundaries knockoff pink tee. And I thought this little kitten was cute. I couldn't find the label. This was adorable. Cuddles and Coffee. I should have got that. And here I am just kind of going through things. Like, I find a lot of dubs in here. Like, don't think I'm just in here finding things really quickly. I have to literally dig through these bins to find some good stuff. And sometimes I don't get lucky. And, you know, I did end up taking that, though, because I thought it was cute. This is a St. John's piece. I really wanted to take this so bad, but you can tell that it had been shrunk. And I didn't really want to bother with it. So I ended up leaving it there for somebody else to get. And here I am just checking comps on the items that I got. This process usually takes me about a good 30 minutes because I go through each and every piece each time just to try to make sure that I'm not taking home something that I would end up regretting. And pieces that take me a lot longer to decide, I typically end up leaving them there. All right, y'all, we are done. I got 37 pounds. I feel like it's been such a long time. I'm actually really tired. I didn't drink any coffee this morning because I don't like to drink coffee when I gotta go somewhere. If you know, you know. So I opted out. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and treat myself with Starbucks. So I'm gonna stop at Starbucks and grab something. And it is currently 1:06. I have been in there since like 10:30, a little after 10:30. So yeah, I don't typically show y'all what I pick up, only because I like to do a haul every Friday. So this haul probably won't come out for a couple of weeks because I'm kind of backlogged on hauls right now. So if you guys plan on seeing this, go ahead and subscribe. Can I get a grande toasted vanilla oat milk shaken espresso?
A grande toasted vanilla oat milk shaken espresso. And what else do you say?
With 2 pumps brown sugar, please.
The 2 pumps of the brown sugar stuff. I gotcha. Anything else?
And then an Impossible sandwich. And then
one Impossible sandwich. Let me just make sure we have those really fast.
okay.
Hi, it's gonna be 8.
Okay.
Hi.
Thank you. You too.
Oh, are you doing YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh my, can I say hey? Oh,
Yeah.
Hey YouTube. We at Starbucks, you already know.
Okay, you too. She's so dope for that. Oh, this is good. Oh, I need to shake it up. Y'all see the different colors? I'm talking about, oh, this is good. And I'm drinking pure creamer. All right, so now we've made it home and I need to inventory and eat. All right, y'all, so I made 3 sales while I was out. I typically have this as my inventory book. I like to handwrite everything first, and then usually like later on in the day or later on in the week, if it's pretty busy, I'll put it into my spreadsheet on my computer. But I got 2 eBays and 1 Poshmark. I was working with a possible customer on Depop yesterday. So she messaged me the night before inquiring about 2 items, getting like a bundle deal. Now, I have it to where you get free shipping if you buy 2 items, which I think that's a deal within itself. And the particular items that she wanted are like vintage, Y2K, the whole vibe. And one of them is like really like popular right now. So I told her the most I can do is $50 plus shipping. Well, I guess free shipping. So initially everything in total would be $65. And I told her, since, you know, I'm gonna be doing the shipping, the lowest I can go is $50. So she was like, oh, I'll think about it. And I'm like, you think about it. Now I'll pray. I want somebody to buy one of them so I can let her know, oh, I'm sorry, somebody actually bought this already. I also made shop policies for my Depop, and I said that any offers that are not paid within, you know, the allotted time, which is, I believe, is 24 hours, I'm gonna block them. And I mean it, I'm gonna block them, because I know that it doesn't really, you know, it shouldn't matter if they send an offer and they don't like actually buy it. It does matter, because you're wasting my time. So yeah, so with one of the items that recently sold, she actually sent me an offer and I accepted it, and she paid immediately. That was the first time that has happened. So I don't know if you know, people getting the gist already. I said oat milk. This, and y'all know oat milk is very thick. This is watery. They put a shit ton of ice too. All right, y'all, so I took like a little break to be a mom, but I am making another cup of coffee, and this is actually depicting exactly how I feel. I'm not feeling very worky today, but that Starbucks didn't do anything for me. And honestly, I could have kept my money. I could have just came home and made my own strong coffee, because I feel like they just put a tiny bit of coffee and a whole bunch of ice and a whole bunch of water and a little bit of creamer and called it a day. All right, y'all, so I actually just got done filming that video. It is currently 3:33 and the video is supposed to be out at 5. That's not gonna happen. Let's keep it a buck. I stay on track when it comes to YouTube, because I do get a very small amount of money from YouTube each month. So I feel like I want to just kind of keep it up and, you know, let this continue to be like a stream of income for me. So it's like I got to make sure that I am consistently, you know, posting and not really taking breaks, because I was going to take this week off from YouTube, but I decided to just kind of power through, because, you know, that's just the name of the game. You do things even though you don't feel like it. But I'm about to go ahead and edit this, so I'll see y'all later. Good morning, y'all. Happy Tuesday. So I am up really early. It is 6:30. Anyway, so I also realized that when I come home from sourcing, I don't have a lot of time. So when I get items that are like you know, wrinkled and stuff like that, I try to avoid those, and I do those at the very end of my week. And my photo setup is pretty easy. I typically just have a ring light, a white backdrop, and then, you know, the item right in the middle. Alright, y'all, so since I actually have enough items to list Monday through Friday, I'm gonna go to a thrift store today. So I'm probably gonna go, what time is it? As soon as they open up, which is at 9. Y'all, eBay was doing so good for me this weekend that I didn't even notice that I only made like 3 sales on the weekend on Poshmark. That's tragic. Also, I keep all of my receipts here. You already know I love Fetch. If you do not have it, you should think about getting it. because you actually get like rewards, like, you know, to Amazon and Starbucks and stuff like that, for your receipts. And you're gonna spend the money anyway, so why not, you know, scan your receipts. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna show y'all what sold yesterday. The first is this Lucky Brands t-shirt, very basic. And then this designer Laura B. Giada, I don't know how to pronounce that. This sold for a good amount, which I was really surprised about. These Judy Blue pants, I believe this is my first time ever finding like a plus size Judy Blue. I always find like a size that's like 15 and under. These are some Prana pants. I do have them in the little poly bags. These are some Ellen Tracy linen pants. And then this is a Patagonia vest that I got from the bins. I was actually really happy with this one because when I went to the bins, I found this in the very first bin that I went to when I typically go inside. And you can tell that somebody threw it back because it had a logo on it. But what they don't know is that people still pick up Patagonia with logos on it because it's Patagonia. Like, the logo not gonna stop nothing. They can easily take it to a seamstress and they can take it out. So there's that. All right, so we got the baby, his bag, my purse, and our packages, and we're about to head out. So I made it to the Goodwill as soon as they open, which I love. I always go to my favorite section first, which is the denim jeans. I found nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, and I was so underwhelmed the whole trip, honestly. And I just was hoping to find something good in this department, and it was absolutely nothing. I found a lot of Paige, a lot of Madewell, but they weren't really current styles. These are some Danskos. I didn't pick them up because shoes is $10 at this location, and Danskos really haven't been doing that great for me, so I just leave them behind nowadays. And here I am just trying to find something and couldn't find anything. These were so cute, very Y2K, and I thought about it, but then I was like, they're not worth $10, so nope. The purses and the bag section, I typically never go to, but this one kind of caught my eye. So I wanted to look at it a little bit more because it was giving very much so 90s backpack. And then I go to inspect it a little bit more. I couldn't find a brand tag, but I did turn it around and find a nice little flaw. So I left that there. This was a brand that I actually found in the bins and I ended up throwing it back, and I hate that I did that because this actually is a pretty great brand. This didn't have great comps, so I left it. This was really cute, so I thought I'd show you guys. And this was also different. If we were in the right season, I would have kept it, but I did not. This is a Wild Fox sweat. This brand has not been doing that great for me, so I didn't want to pay up for an item. And the comps weren't that great on eBay, so I decided to go ahead and leave it, although I put it in my cart. And Bubby just was trying to get entertained because he was going to cry. This was a Athleta top. I thought it was really pretty, but it was an older style, so I ended up leaving it there. And I am finding things that I just cannot fathom to pick up. This is actually a moth sweater. Y'all, that was probably the most underwhelmed I've ever been in my entire life. I'm debating on whether or not I want to go to the thrift store up the street. Bubby was acting a little crazy, so that's why I didn't bother to stay longer. It's only been like an hour. I only got 3 things and I spent a total of $25.95, which is really makes me sad because I am a binge shopper. So $25 on 3 things when I could get 35 things for $25 is insane. But this one should pay for this trip times 2. This is actually a new to me brand. Let me know if you've actually sold it before. So this is the brand, and it's a pretty good one. The comps look great on eBay, so I'm excited to see. It looks like it's a men's brand. Then I picked up this Lily Pulitzer top. This is actually a size medium. I'm actually not gonna let this go for anything less than like 30 bucks because, you know, I paid $8 for it, so ugh. I probably should have left it at this point, right? But since it had a fun print, it's like flowy, airy, I think it'll work out good. And then this is vintage Lily Pulitzer. I picked this one up knowing that it has like a few discolorations going on with it, but I thought this colorway was so pretty, and since it's vintage Lily, I think it'll do pretty good. So I didn't bother looking at the dresses, although I should have. It's just that with a baby and being in there, I had already fed him and everything, so I thought that he would have been good, but he wasn't. So I'm debating on whether or not I want to go to the one up the street. But this time I'll probably keep him in his car seat, just because my shoulders was hurting like shit, and I know I need to adjust the straps and everything. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and go, because they open up at 10 and it's like 9:54, and I can just kind of peruse real quick and then, you know, get up out of there. So of course I started in my favorite section, which is the denim section, and I wanted to peruse first. These are some Miss Me denim jeans for 20 bucks, which is quite laughable, because are you fucking kidding me? These are good American. I don't pick up the color denim because they do not move for me, so I didn't even bother. And I was just trying to see if I can find some great brands. Love Judy Blue, but not for $10 in a size 1, no thanks. And they really didn't have great selections at this location for the denim jeans, unless a reseller already beat me to it. And this is what is left, which is, look at these trash brands. Nothing good. These are some Democracy jeans. I have luck selling these for about 20 bucks, but I wouldn't pick them up at a thrift store, only the bins. These are garbage. This is, oh, Lucky brand, but I would never pick up denim from the thrift store. This was actually a cute little top. I thought it was adorable. Knox Rose for 10 bucks. No thanks. It was really pretty though. This was a new to me brand that I entertained picking up, but I was like, no ma'am. The comps didn't look great either, so I left it behind. These are the shoe selection, which is garbage, but I did almost come across something great, which were these Ariat shoes. $12. I checked comps. The comps were no good, so I ended up leaving them behind. So yeah, this is this pile that I decided to leave here. It was this Cacique like nightie and this carrots top. I wasn't going to get much for this, and I just couldn't fathom paying up for it with not a good return on it. This was a really pretty lace Victoria's Sleep nightgown. I ended up leaving it because it was like $6, so I passed. Title IX would have been my first time selling it, but the comps weren't that good for that price point for me. This style was very much so old, so I ended up leaving it behind. It's Draper James, which is Reese Witherspoon's brand. I ended up getting this. I thought I was going to leave it, but I decided to go ahead and get it just to test it out, because you just never really know. All right, y'all. So let me show y'all what I got. So I ended up getting the Brooklinen dress. If you guys don't know, I believe that they actually make like linen for your bed and all of that, but I went on and got this. It's just a sleep dress. I'm probably, I don't know, I'm gonna see if I want to wear this out, because it's kind of thicker, so it might just be, you know, something I can wear outside and not just inside, because I have like 2 sleep dresses that I got from Target. I ended up getting the Free People's dress. The comps look pretty good. I'm looking to get between 30 to 50, so I'm probably gonna have this sit a little while, but it's kind of like in season. I thought it was really cute, and it's a size medium, so I feel like I'm gonna have a little bit more luck with it. So I got that one, and then I got these LL Bean shorts. Probably gonna try to get these for like $25. That way I can make like a good $15-20 profit. But LL Bean is really good, and this is a size 6, so it's a decent size. This one I was like flabbergasted, because what the hell? Look, I looked at the tag and I'm like, the tag looks amazing. This didn't feel high quality, but the tag looked high quality. So then when I looked at it again, it says made in Italy. It's like tacked on, so that is like a good indicator. It's got shoulder pads. So I did comps, and y'all, I'm gonna get at least about $80 for this. I'm gonna check specific comps for this one, but since it was like in style, like this is very much so a summer spring piece, I'm gonna get a decent amount, because I saw listings almost $300 for that brand. So there's that. And then this is much more of a Depop pickup, and the brand is called Royal Bones. It's kind of like a Trip NYC brand. I don't know if this is Y2K or vintage, but it's just like, you know, the punk rock girls, Avril Lavigne vibes and shit. So I went on and got that. I try to make sure I don't get carried away in thrift stores anymore, because apparently they have learned a lot of brands, but you know, not as much as they should. But just with the little bit of knowledge that I have, I don't like to pay too much for items. And yeah, you know, I'm a bins girl, but I also am smart. All right, y'all, so now that I am back home, I'm about to make me another cup of coffee, and I'm about to actually get to work. I need to inventory all those items that I just picked up today, and I need to go ahead and list my 10 for the day, because y'all know I didn't finish. I think I did like 1 listing, so I need to do the other 9, and then I need to cross list, and then I also need to cross list to Depop manually. So I need to probably get like 10 listings for Depop, because I kind of have like a sales goal for each platform. So the coffee is made. Now it's time to inventory. So I typically like to just do the whole divide the amount that I spent with how many pieces I got, and then that's how I get my price. I used to anyways. I used to actually count everything like separately. Like I paid $7 for this, I paid $5 for this, I paid $6 for this. Like no, I just add it all up and then divide it, and that always gives me like a lower cost of good per piece. With me going out today, it actually helps me have some more listings to be able to put up for Saturday. I just added Saturday on to my work day. That way I can get an additional 10 listings out. Essentially, this is how my spreadsheet looks for my inventory that is incoming, which I just put, this is everything that I got yesterday at the bins. So I put the item, the date, and then the cost of goods. So everything is 109 because I divided how much I spent with how many pieces I got. I'm still debating with this one. I'm starting to feel like I shouldn't have picked this Brooklinen up. I mean, it's a good t-shirt dress, but it's the loungewear collection. Yikes. Yeah. I'm gonna just put it on here, but I might end up holding on to it. We'll see. Once I list it and it doesn't really get any attention, I'll probably pull it. All right, y'all, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. It's been really fun to have you guys work with me this week. I was only able to just capture these 2 days, but for the most part, I do the exact same thing every single day. It's very repetitive, but I'm gonna go ahead and close out this vlog. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this video. Please make sure you subscribe if you like this kind of content. I plan on trying to incorporate more reseller dedicated vlogs versus just my behind the scene vlogs to give to you guys, because I know that some people just want to see what a full-time reseller looks like and like the day-to-day and all that fun stuff. But I will see you guys in the next one. ♪